Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the Adventure Incorporated podcast. I am your dungeon master, as always, Anthony Reed. This is episode 231, and this is the 6th part of the Conclave of the Dragons story arc. First of all, I want to thank our amazing patrons who make this show possible, and I'm talking specifically about patrons like Alina, David, Kim, Nick, and Tony. Without our patrons, we could not do some of the amazingly cool things that we do, like DragonCon, which we just finished up. We want to give a huge thank you to the DragonCon people who let us do our show there. You guys will hear that audio eventually. It should be a lot of fun. But yeah, that was a blast for us, and we can't have done stuff like that without the support of everybody who listens to this show. Thank you so much. If you want to show more support for the show, you can head over to adventureinkpod.com/shop and check out our brand new limited edition t-shirts. That's right, t-shirts. There are 5 new shirts, one for each of the Many Pennies, up at the Adventure Inc. Pod shop, and they will only be available until March 1st. Next Adventure March, they are going away. Something new will replace them right on the precipice of the end of this campaign. So please, go and check them out. If there's something you're interested in, pick them up before you lose your opportunity. All right, let's get started. Nobles and farmers, knights and wenches, gather round to hear a tale of excitement and mystery. Brave adventurers facing grave dangers. Keth, the fighter monk.
On a lighter subject, how's the whole corruption of the Iora Church going?
On a lighter subject?
Yeah.
Jebeddo, the rogue.
We're basically family. So do you want to admit to your family that all you want to do is learn how to read so that you can read pornos?
Jennuvera, the sorcerer.
Oh my god, guys, it worked! The plan worked!
High fives!
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god! We should have a plan more often!
Asher, the druid barbarian.
With my nipples? Why are my nipples not convincing?
Prepare yourselves, for this is the tale of Adventure Incorporated. So, Jennuvera, you and Sithalum walk deep into this cavern. It is narrow for a few minutes, and it seems to cut down into the mountain. And then, as you continue on, you notice that the walls seem to now be like they were rent out of the stone by claws. And as you continue through the stone, it opens up into a very large cavern. This cavern has a pool of water that seems to be fairly shallow, that runs probably 300 yards across this big, empty cavern. And a stone walkway that twists up out of the water and around to a podium that is overlooking this big open space. He says, I will have to lay the runes for our brethren to arrive. I am not as proficient at conjuration as some. It will take me a few moments.
Do you need help?
Your presence is helpful to draw from. But more importantly, now is a time to gather our thoughts. Now is a time to discuss what we may face here. What is your plan?
So... I guess we just lay out the options in front of them, and I imagine... is that something that you want to take? Explain like the severity of the situation, I think would be helpful coming from you, and the option that they're presented with.
It is best that I can present the severity. It is best that the option does not come from me. I think for it to come from my voice would lend it less weight. There are not many. I do not have the pull that would have once been required for something like this.
Okay.
I am not Varisthlon.
Okay, so maybe you'll do like the introduction and you'll put the...
He is like drawing his hand across the stone, and as he does, glowing green runes embed into the stone where his hands, as he passes his hands over them, and he's creating a great archway here against the back wall of this room.
Okay, so yeah, you'll do the intro, and then I'll pick it up with. Is there anyone I should avoid mentioning, or anything I should specifically avoid mentioning, like something that might set, someone off?
There is no way the things that you have to say will be received well, no matter how you say them.
Yeah.
It is up to you to find the way to navigate this most smoothly, but you face an uphill battle.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Korlak will likely be your greatest foe in this.
Who?
Korlak of the Blue.
Can you spell that for me?
It does not. The runes are not a thing that I know how your common tongue spells.
Okay.
He, scratches out a symbol on the wall.
Great, thank you. So that's Vorlack.
V is a V sound. This is more of a Korlak.
Oh. Conclave. It's important to me to get pronunciation right because I think it sets us off on a good foot, and it shows that I respect him enough to be able to properly pronounce his name.
It is difficult for me to use this mouth, but I will try again. Korlak. That would be a close approximation. If you had a better dragon mouth, you might be able to better pronounce the name.
Korlak.
Very close. Good.
Okay. I'll keep working on it.
Pops his head from around the corner. Somebody call me.
Rikus is like, yo, what's up?
What's up, bro?
I keep thinking you're saying Snorlax the whole time.
The Blue will have a coalition against you, undoubtedly, when this proposition comes through.
Yeah. Okay. I think I just want to keep it as simple as possible. Just say our goal is to... I assume I shouldn't use the word bind. To... Let's see. Let's come up with a good... we will connect your... probably not powers, because that'll make them feel like they're being taken away. So we will connect your...
What you ask of us is more than our power. It is everything. It is our being, our essence.
Okay, how about this? The chains that bind you to Herrick's will be broken, and you will be connected with Lanier in place of him.
This is going to be difficult.
Yes. Yes, know. Like you said, this is a time to get our thoughts together. So
the enormity of what you say is the problem.
Yeah,
And
it really doesn't matter how I say it, right? Like,
it does to an extent, but only to an extent. What I can convey to you is what I think the attitude in general will be. My brethren, we are of Hayrix. We are part of him. And in turn, he is part of us. It is why I am affected by this. It is why I live and breathe. It is why my power exists. It is why I exist. To break from that is no pleasure. And Lanier has offered something that I understand to be a boon to my people. To most of my people, Lanier is the enemy. To most of my people, the actions he took are unforgivable. It is Lanier who put our father to sleep. It is Lanier who took this action for the right reasons.
yeah, is there a way for you to maybe pepper that into your introduction? Because when we're talking about the severity of the situation, like, it is bad, but it would be the entire race of dragons would be gone by this point if Hayrix had stayed awake.
There is very little I can offer you, because I have been down this road with many of my brethren before.
Okay.
They have heard these words from me, and my words will not sway them now. What I can offer, what I do bring, is this. And he closes his eyes and he begins to expand, and his skin changes, his face changes, his shape, his form, as he grows and grows into the massive black dragon that he is. You now notice the gaping hole in the side of his body that runs from shoulder to flank. Inside, you see a rotten lung, half inflated, barely able to sustain him. The sickness runs over his face, half his skull exposed.
What I can offer you in this conversation is a demonstration. Many of my brethren have not felt this yet, but the oldest, the most powerful, they will know. The room will fear me. They will see me and they will recoil. But most will not believe that this will come for them. But the important ones will. They know what is coming. And I will accentuate that point.
He raises himself up and with a raspy breath draws more runes across the arc to complete it, high above where he was standing as a human. He shrinks back down, smaller and smaller. His shape changes, and he stands back before you in his human form. That is what I can offer. And I know that it is not much. I can bring them here, and I can show them their future. And you must do the rest.
Okay. Let's do it.
We must step this way. And he takes the stone path to the dais.
I slide to the left.
Slide to the right.
As the two of you step up onto this large pillar, he says, "The time has come. A conclave has not been called in centuries, but one will be called here. By my blood, and by the blood of my clan, by my brethren, and by the name of the Father, by Herix's will, this conclave is called to order." There is a sudden rush of power that emanates from him, like an echo, like a force wave that pushes away, and the water ripples as it pushes away from you and splashes up onto the wall behind. The runes glow brightly, and the stone twists away into a green hallway of light. Jebeddo, Keth, Asher, the three of you stand outside the cave when a sudden burst of power rushes away from it. You watch as leaves, rocks, sticks are blown back out of the cave and away from you. And then there is a ringing silence followed.
Man,
Should we go? Should we go check on them?
I feel like we missed something cool.
I really was just gonna say that.
Or awful? Like,
I don't know.
Could be terrible.
I bet it's fine.
I bet it's. That sounds like an explosion of a. It's probably someone summoned a portal. But probably it was.
I bet it was supposed to happen. Yeah, like I'm sure, right?
Should we go check? But we also need to keep.
We were told to stay here.
Yeah.
I think we don't leave.
I don't either.
I think we stay here. I think we miss the cool fucking thing, and it's fine. And Jebeddo kicks a stone out into away from the mouth of the cave down the path that we all came from.
I just hope Jennuvera's okay.
I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure it's fucking sick in there. I bet she's seeing magic that's incredible. I bet there's a bunch of dragons around. I bet she's like meeting all these powerful angels, and we're out here waiting for Gorm like
The-
buttholes.
The light of the night dims around you.
We might need. Some
Maybe
light.
I mean, I can see in the dark.
Well, yeah, I can too. But Keth, can you see in the dark? Also, I don't know how well I
Yeah,
can see a
I'm
shadow
good.
in
Yeah.
the dark. Even if I can see.
Gillick says shadows don't exist in the dark.
Yeah. So you just shut your eyes. It almost worked for me. I felt like I was close to getting it to work.
Well, you can't.
I don't know why he said that, but that was the thing that he said.
Is
once.
it? It does sound very Gillick-like.
He said you need light for a shadow. So if we start a light, I worry that
Well,
we'll
the sun is a light. and-
attract shadow.
So it is
it's getting
night.
darker.
It is night, and there is a moon in the sky casting light. That is the light that has dimmed.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
I guess.
Maybe that's like a dragon up
Do you
there
think,
blocking the light.
I feel like a hint from like deep in my soul has said that maybe it's a good idea to light a fire. I don't know.
You feel like it was
What do
your
y'all
idea
think?
who said that we should light a fire, not my idea?
No. I'm saying it's like
You feel
inside
like
my
now,
soul
now
that
that
I'm
you've thought of the idea
all
we
of
should
a
light
sudden
a fire?
agreeing with you.
Give me perception checks.
Don't tell me what to do.
Fine.
I demanded a perception check.
23.
Uh, 29.
16.
Asher and Jebeddo, for a moment, you see what you think might be out of the corner of your eye, a pair of red eyes, but when you try to focus, they are gone.
I'm lighting a fire.
Looks like we're all clear.
Nope. Definitely not all clear, bud. Get ready.
I take out a torch and using a cantrip I didn't even know I had, I used produce flame to light it.
Cool. How much time has passed, and Is it 8 hours?
Have we had a long rest?
No. You don't even have a short rest.
Does it? It feels like it's been 8 hours because we've been sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah, no.
God, amen.
No. So Keth has been chugging healing potions and is now almost up to full health.
I don't know. I feel like there's like a mechanic for short rests, though.
There was not even enough time for a short rest between when you fought the creatures.
15 minutes?
It has not been 15 minutes.
He has just been chugging away. Like you're impressed.
It's been like 14 minutes.
Oh my
fuck
gosh.
you. Keth feels great.
Okay.
He's ready.
Should I, now that conjuration is, or not conjuration, now that magic's
Conjuration's
conjuration
fine,
is,
yeah.
well, for now, but because magic is weakening and out of game, Rob read the rules. Should I summon an elemental guardian for an hour if we think that it might happen within the hour?
I mean, it might help us.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because that's conjuration, right?
Yeah, I think it should be. If it's transmutation, I will be surprised. It's not.
I would be too.
I was
'Cause
surprised when
that takes a significant amount of time to
it
do.
takes
right?
1 minute, but it lasts an hour.
We don't have it.
So I'm gonna spend a minute. Should I make a fire elemental or an earth elemental? What's everyone feeling? What's everyone's?
Make whatever your heart
Make a fire element.
tells
Make a
you
fire
to.
elemental. I focus on the flame. I set myself and start drawing fire from it to create a creature of fire.
Cool.
40 seconds
like
into
Jennuvera's
this
back.
process, you see two sets of red eyes stare at you from the edge of this clearing.
Son of a bee. 2.
So
Keep
you
going,
have
dude.
I'm
Keep
going.
going.
you have 20 seconds left.
Working on it.
Keth steps in front of Asher.
Pulling out more and
Okay.
more fire.
But
And I'm guessing this
Give me-
cast light too. It emits light.
Give me your initiatives.
How many rounds is 20 seconds? It's 3, right?
3 rounds.
Oh, come on.
cool.
Make a choice.
Make pop a cork, finger snapping.
Keth stumbles over a rock before heading in front of Asher. You got a 6.
21.
18. God, I've used so many spells. This is the most spells I've ever used because we haven't rested.
It's almost like Anthony got mad when we started making fun of him for making combats too easy.
You fucking
and
want
now he's
attrition,
like,
motherfuckers!
No,
Here you
I
go!
don't want attrition.
Bring it!
Yeah, we got cocky and we're like, yeah, we don't even mark spells on our spell sheets. We never do know.
Genuine question, rules question. If does it count as having cast the spell if the spell gets interrupted? Like, does my spell slot go away?
No.
Okay. Good to know.
I'm going to say no on this, is that if you did not cast the spell, you have just been preparing the spell, that you did not
Sure.
expend the spell slot.
Sure.
That once you actually push the magic into the world, that is the expansion's not a word, but you know what I mean, of the energy from yourself, right? Because magic comes from time, yourself, or external objects.
Sure.
hard work, blood, sweat, and tears,
Studying for hours and hours
Dedication.
to master your craft.
somewhere
Refusing to
deep
give up.
inside you.
Bootstraps.
With which you can pull up.
Magically, with mage hand.
Mage hand.
That's
Pull
right.
yourself up by bootstraps.
But only 10 feet. Only 10 pounds.
10 feet.
Start when you're young. Yeah.
All right.
Start when you're.
Gebeddo, you're up first.
Great. Gebeddo looks at the boys and he goes, check out what I learned. And he casts Fireball.
I love that he did it when Jennuvera was in another place and
Right?
couldn't see him.
Yeah, hell no. Are you kidding me? Keep this a secret, you guys. And like he puts his arm out toward the two smoke monsters,
Smoke monster.
and it like explodes, sending bits of shrub and grass everywhere.
Yeah, you definitely ignite the like few trees up here at this elevation.
They're gonna come out
Yeah.
of the front of the cave, and it's just gonna be like burnt to shit.
It's fine, you guys. Don't worry.
We protected the cave.
So that's a dex save against them. Spell save DC is 18.
2 failures.
Let's
Great.
go.
They both take, what is this? 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9,
They
10.
they take 33 damage.
Woo!
33.
More.
Okay. Yes, they do. Presumably, the fireball goes out. It explodes. There is this like rush of flame, and then a bit of a smoke, and then it all dissipates away. And the 2 creatures are just standing there, look unfazed, but you have a sense that it had an impact.
Do not tell Jennuvera I cast
That was crazy. I like.
Shh. Don't tell her. Don't. She
I
might
can't split my
Tell her
focus.
that
I
I
can't split
cast
my
it.
focus anyways. That's fine.
focus.
Asher, what do you choose to
I
do?
keep casting the spell. Duh.
Okay. Keth, what do you choose to do?
You have spells.
All right, relative to me, yeah, but I don't want to use them. They're not fun anymore. Relative to me, where are the elementals?
They are about 20 or so feet away at the edge of this clearing, away from the mouth of the cave.
Okay.
So currently you have Asher and Jebeddo basically to your back.
They can reach me. Keth runs out and starts swinging.
Okay.
Yikes.
Yeah.
On his way out, he wants to see, like, he turns left and right to see if he sees any shadow creatures kind of like
Any
that could flank
cars.
him.
Give me a perception check.
Checks both sides of the street.
The shadow car.
20.
Yeah,
21.
A 2-ton truck with headlights is just barreling over the edge of this mountain at you.
He avoids it because he was cautious.
I'm very, very
They have
glad that you learned that lesson. That's good. It's always good to check both ways. You don't see any other shadow creatures on aside from these 2.
Okay, so he keeps going. And then swings at the one on the left.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 25, 27, 28.
Hit.
He's going to use a gauntlet.
Are you adding your modifier all 3 times?
To all 3 swings, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because, you're just rolling everything at once. I want to make sure you're adequately adding the modifiers you're supposed to be adding.
Yeah, I'm adding 12 to every d20.
Great. Presumably. That's presumably great. I'm going to trust you.
37 damage.
Wait, so you
For
added
the-
12 for each d20. You rolled 3 d20s, and you walked away with 37
Three-
damage?
So 3 d20s, and I rolled 6 d6, because I rolled 2 per
Yep,
swing.
Yep. I'm on board.
And 1 d10 for the gauntlet.
Okay. And then what's your regular
then-
modifier on a single attack for damage?
5 for strength.
Okay, so
So that's 15 on top of what I rolled.
where did the
For
12
damage.
come from? I see. You're adding 12 modifier-wise. That's fine. That wasn't the part I was worried about. I was worried about the damage modifier. Making sure you were
Oh
adding
yeah,
the
damage I'm adding
modifier
strength
properly.
3 times.
Okay, great. Perfect.
So I forget what I think
36.
it was a
You
good
said
number.
36.
36. Great. And that's for my the Redeemer swinging, and then I'm going to spend that point at key.
Yep.
to attack one more time for 24. 11 damage. And because I'm all by my lonesome and I don't want these guys to get too many attacks, I'm going to action surge. This is where I get 2 attacks, actually. Yeah.
That's where it is.
Right. I stopped doing that before. So 22
I
and
noticed.
16. Yeah.
So one of them hits.
So 1 hit. 8 damage.
All right.
Bonus. Oh no, fuck. Never mind.
Okay. So you tear into this creature with the Redeemers. You focus your ki and you pummel in with your unarmed strikes, and then you just fill yourself with that energy and take another strike with the blade, or with the Redeemer. And you've
Fucking
just
should have dashed.
like I said, the weapons just pass through, but it's just standing there.
Yep.
So the shadow creatures attack you. You need to make 4 wisdom saving throws.
(20, 14, 12, 10).
That's
10, 12, 14, 20.
So the first attack you shrug off. The second attack you take 1 shadow damage.
Okay.
The third attack you take 6 shadow damage. And on the fourth attack you take 11 shadow damage.
All right.
I might have to not do this conjure elemental anymore.
Keth's noticing they get stronger as they attack.
Jebeddo, it's your turn.
All right. Can I?
Just throw another one of those.
You think?
I just lob it over. Just like arc it.
All right. Let's try it.
Oh, he's so bad at it.
Jebeddo forms the fireball in his hands, and he sees Keth right next to the two of them, and he between his legs grandma throws, he's shooting a free throw like an old lady, over Keth to try and hit just behind the shadow monsters and kind of only catch them.
So well behind the shadow monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're basically going to throw it 30 feet behind them.
Right, exactly.
Burn
All right.
some of the forest down.
1 success, 1 failure.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense, right? Because they're squared up on Keth. And so, yeah. 1 just steps to be behind Keth or something.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. 12, 15, 25, 30, 32.
Okay.
All right, but that's all I got of those.
Okay.
You keep doing your thing. I'm going to go run next to Keth and
I mean, I can moonbeam.
No, fuck that. Keep doing your thing.
Moonbeam. Okay.
Do the
I'm doing
goddamn
the
thing! And Jebeddo runs off into the night toward Keth.
Okay. Are you going to go right up next to Keth? Be
Not yet. No,
Okay.
I'm gonna hide using cover as I get closer and closer.
Sure. Sounds perfect.
As a bonus action.
Asher, it is your turn.
I take this stat.
27 hide check, by the way.
Beautiful.
And I keep going. I keep taking my fire elemental turn. I have 1 more to go.
Okay.
I'm heavily considering moonbeaming the shit out of these guys at max level for what would be 5d10 radiant damage, but I believe my friend. And I spent a turn. Spend another turn.
Cool.
Keth, it's your turn. Go ahead.
It'll be
I
real
know
cool.
it would.
All right. All right, Keth's confident. He did well last time. He's just gonna keep going at the same shadow demon.
10 damage from this? That's nothing.
I used to take 20.
These guys are weak compared to their brethren. All right, 21, 28, and nat 20, motherfucker. Oh,
Yeah, let's go.
That's so much dice.
All right, are
All right.
you hitting the one on the left again?
I'm hitting the same one I was hitting before. Yeah, the one on the left.
Okay. So you can't roll all your damage at once anymore.
Okay.
So roll each
do
attack
your first
separately.
hit first, and then your second
Okay.
hit.
Okay. All right.
It
so,
may not matter,
Max.
but if it does, you're going to be real sad.
Yeah. All right. So, 12. So this is 27 for the crit.
Nice. So the first Redeemer comes down, and you know right where you're going with it. You like strike into the creature and leave it as the creature dissipates around the Redeemer.
Dope.
Heck yeah. He just keeps uses that momentum to even to feed it into another swing. With the other one, he
Yeah.
just spins around and hits the other one for 12, 15. And then as a bonus, Keth quickly looks back and does he see Gebeddo not in the mouth of the cave anymore?
Correct. Jebeddo is gone.
He assumes he's going to have run up to him, so he stays there and just uses a point of key to continue to attack.
Okay.
24 and 23.
Hit.
13 damage total.
Okay. The shadow creature makes 2 attacks against you, Keth. Give me 2 wisdom saving throws. Oh, actually, at the end of your turn, sorry, give me a wisdom saving throw also.
Ooh, 20 for the first one.
Okay.
And then
So you take 6 damage.
Second. Okay. And then another 20 and
Nice.
a 17.
Okay.
Yeah. Hot dice.
So the first attack you avoid. The second attack you take 9 damage.
Okay.
So you took 6 and then 9.
So 15.
Very
yep.
nice.
78. Yep. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Gebeddo, go ahead.
That was a curve your enthusiasm.
All right, out of the darkness, Gebeddo comes flying in with my swishy
Yeah.
to try to find some purchase,
Okay.
or I guess not.
Yeah. Try to find some not purchase.
Yeah. Ooh, that is 30 to hit.
Miss?
30 hits. I looked down.
Pretty close.
Like, I should look at it. Let me check his AC. Yeah, that hits.
No, this is a Tarask. It does not hit.
I'm not gonna lie, I like it when you say hit and miss, even though it's clearly
Right.
a hit or a miss.
That is a 44 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
And then he's going to use his his uncanny, or his, what the hell do they call it? My special
Uncanny
extra bonus action. My
Miracle.
super special wonderful
Rogue-
thief only
Rogue action?
ability. Cunning
Uncanny.
action to disengage and just continue running into the kind of smoldering shrub outgrowth behind the shadow monster.
Okay.
Look out for ghosts.
Asher, are you going to continue your spell this turn, or are you going to...
This would be the third round. So absolutely.
Please,
So it
please waste it.
it takes the whole round.
And then it
happens at the end of
It
it.
happens at the end of your round. You don't get to do anything with it this turn.
okay.
But it exists.
It rolls.
And
Do
then
I
next
roll
turn-
initiative for it?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, so I spend my turn finishing the spell and will it into existence. And if,
Roll
and if
initiative.
oh, fuck. sub combat.
And it fights you.
It's a Shahrazad combat. We have to play a sub combat where everyone has half health, and then when that combat's over, we return to the original combat, and whoever lost loses half their health.
Cool.
That's a Magic the Gathering card from way back.
Yeah, one that doesn't really
as you can tell, very complicated.
Weird. Why?
Not great.
You set aside all of the cards currently in play, shuffle your library, and draw 7 new cards and play a sub game with everyone at half health.
That's fucking
And people would make decks of just that.
Yeah, they
like
would basically
multiple times over.
to mill you out. They would
yeah.
cast Shahrazad like 10 times, and then you're just like, well, I guess I'm
Yeah,
dead.
you're like, well, I don't really want to play anymore, I guess.
I want to quit Magic and be around you.
It rolls a 14 for its initiative.
Okay.
Oh, I miss Magic.
Keth, it's your turn.
Yeah, Jebeddo, or Keth's super pumped. He just like saw Jebeddo just smoke this smoke, and he's just gonna keep going. He's just like, look out for ghosts, but he's looking out for this one.
I don't know what that means.
He's like, look out for ghosts, but he's looking out for this one.
Yeah.
Unclear what that means.
19, 26, and 25.
All 3 hit.
Yeah, I'll do them one at a time. No? Okay, great.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can do them all. That's fine.
Okay, great.
Sorry,
I thought it didn't matter.
I
but
thought you were just stating it, not asking me a question.
I know, my inflection was off. I was looking at this, looking out for this ghost right here. 10, 15, 20, 27, 32 damage.
Hey!
Okay. The Redeemers strike in, and the creature dissipates. Just as a rumbling fire elemental bursts into existence behind you.
Well,
It's okay, Asher. We got it.
I'm sure there's going to be more, I hope.
I can't imagine that's it. It only just started. Like, the sweet stuff inside, only, like, that happened literally a minute ago.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, not that many 6 seconds ago.
This lasts for an hour,
yeah.
right?
It's okay, Smokey.
Jennuvera. Inside the cave, down the twisting green hallway. First, there is nothing. There is silence in the cave for a few moments. And then they begin to appear, one by one. Some in their human forms. Some full dragons as they step through the portal. Then they start to come in groups. And Sithalum leans in and says, like, he'll mention to you family groups that come through, like, yes, they are gold. Those are of the green. And as they walk through, you begin to recognize various elements of these people, now seeing so many dragons in one place. The dragons who look like dragons, you can tell, are...
Yeah, I was going to say, like, yeah, I've got eyes. I know.
But the ones...
I know that that's green, thank you.
The ones who are coming in as human are the ones he's telling you
yes.
about.
Yeah, no, now I got it halfway through it.
And you're beginning to sort of notice elements of these... These people are carrying a lot of pride in their color, and that they, like, you can begin to detect just looking at the people, like, what dragon they are going to be before they speak. You do notice dragons of all of the colors have come. All of the metallic colors, all of the, I guess, flat colors? Like, what do they call
Chromatic.
those non-metallic colors? Chromatic,
You're
thank you.
welcome.
I knew there was a better name for that.
I got you, fam.
The flat colors.
Flat colors.
Flat colors.
Yeah,
The
the
beige
As opposed
dragons.
colors.
We've got the glossy dragons over here. We've got the
Eggshells.
These are the matte dragons.
the satin dragons.
The satin
right?
dragons are my
Oh, they're
favorite
matte
dragons.
Satin dragons.
Yeah.
But if I'm being
satin-
honest, the matte dragons look the coolest.
Oh
Yeah.
be
It's
fair.
just I can afford the satin dragons is the thing, right?
Yeah.
The glossy dragons, like you think they're gonna be cool, but they're
Heard
all
that.
smudged. They're just all smudged.
When I was a kid, I loved the glossy dragons.
They're just
You know
a
what
lot
I
of
mean?
work to
Yeah.
maintain a glossy dragon.
Too much.
You just can't touch them at all. Like,
Right. Fingerprint magnets, am I right?
Anyway,
That's
a hot
their
rod
affinity.
red dragon walks through.
the hot rod red dragon.
The dragons of the fiery type.
Before long, the whole place is becoming this massive chamber is being filled with dragons, and those in their human form begin to drop that away. It is not long before you see fewer and fewer of the human forms out there until you can't pick any of them out in this crowd. Not that the massive dragon bodies in the way would necessarily let you do that, but there are very few and far between for sure. Only Sithalum, standing next to you, is still in his draconic form. There's a lot of chatter and noise going on the floor of this. What are you doing during this time period as you stand before all of these dragons as they take their spot?
Sweating.
Next question.
Are you going to are you going to try to do anything, or are you just waiting for Sithalum to begin?
I'm waiting.
Okay, that's fine. That's totally
I'm not
reasonable.
about to go fucking serve tea or like any diplomatic outreach.
The shot at Gebetto.
Yeah, well,
Spicy.
he's not there.
That's fair.
Well, he casts fireballs and you don't know it.
Yeah, I'm doing my own rude shit.
Yeah.
Give me perception checks, Gebetto, Keth, and Asher, real quick.
If you don't see them, they don't see you.
Maybe that's the trick. What if you're right?
Well,
God, this is a
I'm about
Doctor
to
Who
be.
episode.
No, I'm just-
Should I run?
14.
Should I run?
No,
23.
19.
22.
Okay. You notice 4 new sets of glowing eyes making their way toward the clearing.
Great.
Sithalum is next to you, Jennuvera, and he turns and he says, Istlam, are you prepared?
Yes.
He turns back to the group and he says, It has been a long time since we were called together. Too long, perhaps. Too long since our family met to speak of matters of this world. I bring now grave tidings, as you have no doubt guessed, for us to call a conclave again after so long. He closes his eyes and he begins to change his form, and once again you see, as he becomes the dragon that he is, those massive gaps in his body, the shriveling of his organs, and he looks out over the crowd and says,
This conclave is called to order.
Hey everyone, just a couple quick reminders. If you like the show, don't forget to tell your friends. And you can head over to patreon.com/adventureinc and become a patron as well. You can also head to our website, adventureincpod.com, for links to our social media and the store where you can find t-shirts, stickers, and more. That's all. We'll see you next week.